are now live. Woohoo! That's a little too bright. And there we have it. Okay. Stop recording. Go over here. There we go there. Here we go, loop-de-loop. Brandon, what's happening? Just getting ready to get started there, Brandon. Nice to see you. Brandon Schmidt. Hello, hello. How do you do? Tra-la-la. Just getting ready to get started. Here we go, here we go. And there we have it. Justin's here. Ugly Truth Media. Holy cow. All right, some of the comments in this live are going to be restricted and filtered, so you guys behave yourselves. Basically, that's all we're saying. Harry, how you doing? Excel Advanced, how are you doing? Alan Stick. Actually, it says Alan's TikTok. Alex Led Zepp 86. Ooh. Doing great, still buying Rich Tech Robotics because they made a really cool new robot. Cool beans. More power to you. All right. Let's get rolling. All right, let's get ready to roll out the barrel. Roll out the barrel today. All right, anyway. Just getting warmed up. Here we go. All right, everyone. It is a little bit past 9 o'clock. It is 9:21. September 21st, the official end of week number 38 for the year. Week number 12 for the quarter. Is Walmart still a good buy? Brandon, we looked at it yesterday. It was a no yesterday. Market was closed today, so more than likely it's going to be a no today also. Okay? 9:17 here, and it's 9:17 here too. Okay, where is here? NXO, Indexo, okay, Mako, cool beans. Well, all right, so my name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow, take you along for the ride for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. What do you think about Dutch Brothers? Never heard of them, Brandon. Actually, I need to have the ticker symbol so I can put it in, give you a rundown, tell you what I think. But considering I never heard of them, more than likely, no idea. Abdullah, how are you today? Dutch Brothers. Dutch Brothers, right there, BROS. Interesting. The chart looks cool, but here's the thing with the chart. Look where you are. You're at a 30-day high, and it's a monthly. Okay? Monthly, I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. It's pretty big in Tennessee. Yeah, they may be big in Tennessee, but never heard of them down here in Florida. Never heard of them up in New England. Ural, how you doing? I am wonderful. Thank you very much. Salco, how you doing? Rich Bruner, woohoo. Brian Smith, it's a coffee shop. Listen to this dude. I don't even know any songs that say that. Anyway, let's keep on going. So Dutch Brothers, unfortunately, it is a monthly optional stock. I don't do them because the numbers just don't work out. Okay, think of it this way. If you're going to invest money into a company, I'm fine, cool beans. If you're going to invest your money into a company, wouldn't it make sense to have everything in order, everything that it is that you're looking for? What would be a buy range if I want to buy? What do you think? All right, Brandon, I have absolutely no idea who you are. Okay, what I always suggest to people, if you really want my opinion, you really want to talk to me one-on-one, drop me your number. I will give you a call. I'm here to help people. I actually enjoy what I do. You look at daily or weekly time frames. Interesting. Neither. Are you from New Hampshire? Nope. I'm originally from the Boston area, but now I'm a snowbird. Okay, if you guys don't know what a snowbird is, we go to where the weather's nice. At the moment, I'm down here in Florida helping take care of my mom's estate. Mom's getting up there. We're trying to get, things situated so everything's comfortable for her. And anyway, it's just one of those things, you know, when your parents get to that age, you do what you got to do in order to make sure they're comfortable. Boston, yep. Oh, Boston, you're my home. Dun, 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 dun. Well, I love that dirty water. Oh, Boston, you're my home. Okay, monthly time frames, exactly. First of all, I look at a 1 year chart. Then I look at a 90-day chart, then a 30-day chart, and then the fourth chart I look at is the seasonality chart, because I want to see what has the stock done over the last 10 years. Brandon, what do you think about Icon Energy? They have a cash dividend of 8 cents per share. All right, Brandon, I got a minor flaw with that. Number one, if the stock is $2.35, how could they possibly have 20 years of increased dividends? Okay, but I'll take a quick peek at it. ICON. Okay, so here's my thought on it. It's going to be a no. There's no options on it. I'm not looking for capital appreciation. Okay, see where the chart is right now? She came down, went up, back down. It's a good time to buy if that's what you want. Okay, it has no dividend, no options. So how can I make a weekly cash flow on it? Now, you're new here, so you don't know. So let me explain what the rules are, what the criteria is, and how everything came across. Thoughts on investing in corporate action securities regardless of dividends. Wow, that's an interesting, that was a mouthful. Okay, so user, you have no name. Cool. Anyway, let me give you a little background first. Number one, I'm only teaching one trading strategy here. You can ask me whatever questions you want, but you got to understand one thing. I'm only teaching one trading strategy. I call it dividend capturing 2.0 because we're looking at the dividends, we're looking at stock options, and we're taking covered calls, and we're marrying all three together. A covered call is the safest trading strategy there is that I know of. Secondly, dividends is a portion of the corporate's profits that they pass along to the shareholders. In selling a stock option against them, well, 80% of all stock options expire worthless. So if I'm setting up my trading in a manner in which everything is in my favor, and I'm catching 1% per week, well, 1% per week is over 50% per year. And I'm pretty happy with 50% per year. As a matter of fact, I've been doing it for quite a while, and I'm just passing it along to you guys. What would be the cheapest, best dividend stock for cheap that will increase a lot? Brandon, you're definitely in the wrong place, dude. Terribly sorry. Zach, selling puts until you get the stock and sell the calls on shares after you get the lovely premium. Yeah, I get that, Zach. That's called the wheel strategy, selling cash secured puts. It's basically the same thing. You're taking a chunk of money, you're putting it aside, you're putting it up for collateral, and then you're getting a return on it. Covered calls is the exact same way. You're putting up a certain amount of money, and then you're getting a rate of return on a weekly basis or monthly basis, however you think. Steel cut oats. What do you think about organogram? Never heard of it. OGI. Yep, that's going to be a no. Okay, that's a no. It's a monthly optionable stock. Now, if you don't know anything about monthly optionable stocks, well, the numbers just don't work. I like a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Now, if a monthly optionable stock is on my list, well, I can only do that 12 times a year. That's not once a week. That would be monthly cash flow. Yeah, that doesn't work for me. Okay, Zach, PLTR doesn't have any dividends. Okay, if you look up here where it says dividend investing for weekly cash flow, if it doesn't have dividends, why are we looking at it? Okay, I'm going to apologize for you guys who are expecting more. This is a very, very, very small niche. Okay, I'm looking for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. For that, the company has to have 20 years of increased dividends or 20 years of increased profits. I go straight to the dividends because the dividend is a portion of the profits paid back to the investors. So logic, reason, and common sense tells me If the dividend increases every single year, well, the company must be profitable every single year. Yeah, like AT&T, you're right. AMZ, I have no idea, Hannah, what AMZ is. Other than a no. AMZ, no options, no thank you. Okay, so for you guys that are new here just blurting out stuff, let me quickly give you the rundown. Let me give you the skinny. You ready? In 2008, my daughter, who was 9 at the time, jumped up in my lap and said, "Daddy, can you teach me how to trade just like you?" I said, "Okay, let me come up with something for you." SMCI is going to be a no. And I really don't think you want me to take a look and tell you exactly why it's a no, because it's a long, drawn-out scenario, but it always ultimately comes down to no. AMZ. Yeah, I'm taking your word. It's a company. But look, okay, AMZ right here has no options. So how can I make weekly cash flow on it? Okay? If I can't make a weekly cash flow from it, then it's going to be a no. Let me finish up with my story to get you to where you understand why I'm looking for weekly cash flow. Okay? Number one, when my daughter was 9, she said, "Daddy, can you teach me how to do this?" Okay, great, fine. Now I have to come up with a trading strategy specifically for her. So here's the criteria. It has to be simple. Okay, 9-year-old, it has to be simple. It has to be safe, predictable, consistent, and no way that she could lose. Did you get that fifth one? No way that she could lose. We're talking about my 9-year-old little girl. Okay, at 9 years old, if she loses money, what do you think she's going to do? She's going to start crying. When she starts crying, I'm going to feel like crap. I'm going to feel like crap. And if she cries enough, mama's going to get involved and I'm sleeping on the couch. Yeah, no, thank you. Sorry. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way to lose. Okay, great. That's the criteria that I had to overcome to design and create a trading strategy for a 9-year-old. All right, so here's the 5 rules. And this, conservative, is why AMZ doesn't work. Hannah, this is why AMZ doesn't work. Petraj, is that right? SMCI, this is why SMCI doesn't work. Coach Joel, back again. How are you? Nice to see you. Okay, so here's the reason why it's not going to work. Okay, ready? Rule number 1, never buy something you don't know or you don't understand. I've never heard of this company. Okay, I've heard of Home Depot. I've heard of Lowe's, General Electric, Ford, AGI, Bank of America, a Walgreens, a Walmart. I've heard of those companies. I've never heard of this one. That one needs to know. Okay, rule number 1, never buy something you don't know and don't understand. Doesn't make any sense. I do have 3,000 in Altria in my Roth. Cool beans. Rule number 1, never buy something you don't understand. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. It defeats the purpose. Rule number 3, make sure the company is profitable. Okay? Make sure the company is profitable. Me personally, I like 20 years of increased dividends. That tells me that the company is consistently profitable because a dividend is a portion of the profits handed out to the investors. So every dollar that comes in, a portion goes here, a portion goes here, a portion goes here, a portion goes here, and a portion goes to the investors. As long as that number increases every single year, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 20 years of increased dividends. Now, we checked yesterday. There's 9,600 and whatever different companies I can choose from. 9,600. That's a lot to go through every day. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for companies consistently profitable and have weekly options. Just those 2 criteria. That's it, just 2. Okay, 2 criteria. Out of the 9,600 different companies, well, there's only about 300. That's it, just 300 that fit the bill. Okay, consistently profitable for more than 20 consecutive years. That means every year they get higher and higher dividends to the shareholders. So if you make a lot of money this year and not a lot of money next year, well, you're not going to be on my list. It's actually that's plain and simple. Remember, it has to be a simple, safe, predictable strategy. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, rule number 4. Make sure it is a necessity that the company has weekly options. A weekly option will allow me to do a trade every week. Every single week. Now, if 80% of all options expire worthless, well, I want to be selling those. I want to be on the 80% side. I don't want to buy options, be on the 20% side. Yeah, no thank you. Okay, I am retired, and this strategy is strictly for income. It's not for capital appreciation. So if you're here looking for capital appreciation, you're in the wrong place. Bob, okay, Bob Nealon, specifically for you, penny trades you really know. Yeah, I get that. I'm not looking for penny stocks. I'm looking for companies that are consistently profitable for more than 2 decades. Ain't no penny stock has a dividend that they've increased for 20 consecutive years. It just doesn't work that way. Okay? Intel. Ooh, I like Intel. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Let me finish up with the rules. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Rule number 5. Rule number 5 is make sure the numbers work. Okay, the number is very important. What am I buying it for? What covered call strike price am I selling it for? If I'm buying for this price, I'm going to sell it for this price. And this is what I'm going to collect. Now, if that's 1% or more, great. Now I want to look at the chart. First thing I want to see, the high, the low, where was it, where is it, and what direction is it currently going? Well, that's the 1-year chart. We can see that. Okay, so let's go a little bit deeper. A year ago, we were at 1544. Bottomed out in the beginning of October of last year. Okay, here's the top. What was that? Monday. Okay, this past Monday was the high of the year. Why would I buy at the high of the year? Well, I personally wouldn't. That's why I look at the chart. First thing I want to see, high, low, where was it, where is it, what direction is it going? Well, currently, the high was Monday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and what were all 3 down days. Friday was an up day. But no, it's not in a position where I want to buy it. I do not want to buy here and hope it makes a new high. No, that's not what I want. Okay? I want it to drop all the way to the bottom. See here? Where she went up, she dropped. Here's the bottom right there. That's where I want to buy. Okay, so I will follow AT&T. I say in about 2 weeks, should be back down to a point where it looks like it could be profitable. Caleb, how you doing? So I'm going to put AT&T for 2 weeks from today. Now, just in case you guys, it's already on there for 2 weeks for today. We already found it. Okay, so that being said, Hannah, we looked at that last night. Now, when I say I'm going to write it down to look at it in 2 weeks, well, this right here, I wrote down 2 weeks ago. So these are ones that are coming up for this week. So when you see something like this, okay, that 30-day high there, well, 2 weeks later, more likely it's going to be down here. So the stock list I have to share tonight, well, we wrote it down 2 weeks ago, and it should be right where we want it. I'm good. Can you give me any advice? Should I invest in Bitcoin? Caleb, I can't tell you that. I don't do cryptocurrency. I don't. Okay, I can't even buy a stick of gum with cryptocurrency, so no, I don't do it. All right, Hannah, I'm going to write that down. Advanced Auto Parts, we'll take a look at that in a little bit. Let me finish up with a few of the disclaimers. Disclaimer number 1, I'm just some random guy on YouTube. I do implore all of you to do your own research. Find something that's good. Find something you understand. Make sure it makes sense to you. And then figure out a trading strategy in which you can understand and you can make possible. Is the S&P a good investment? Caleb, I can't tell you that. But personally, I wouldn't do it. Okay, the S&P, we'll take a look at it in a second. And I'll tell you why, Caleb, I don't like the S&P. Okay, now some people say, well, the S&P covers all big stocks in the Standard & Poor's 500. Yeah, it does. but look at the rate of return that they're giving you. XRP, would you invest in bonds now, giving a 7% return, JP Morgan or Bloomberg or Vanguard bonds? Hey, XRP, you're new here. Let me ask you a question, okay? Would you invest in something that paid 7% per year? I sure shit wouldn't. And the reason why I wouldn't, because for the past 15 years, I've been getting 1% a week. That's over 50% a year. 50% a year. Now, I didn't go to college, and I admit that, okay? I didn't go to college, so I'm not very proficient in math. I don't have a degree. But I do know that 50% is a hell of a lot better than 7%. Okay, now the biggest challenge any of you guys gonna have, but these bonds will appreciate. Yeah, but they'll appreciate at 7% per year. Okay, something about, there seems to be a disconnect here. If I am gaining 50% per year, that means I get 50% per year. That's, okay, for $100,000, that's $50,000. Okay, your $100,000 at 7% is only $7,000. Okay, would you prefer $7,000 or $50,000? Okay, it's really not that difficult, and it's not a trick question either. I really don't care if they appreciate. They're going to go up 7% every single year. Okay, so how many years is it going to take you for you to double your money at 7% per year? No, these appreciate like stock. Look at Vanguard bonds, traded like shares. Oh boy, you're not really listening, dude, are you? They have appreciated 23%. Since when? Oh, it's 23% this year. Okay. Fidelity 500. Okay, hold on a second. You have a ticker symbol for me? Yoo-hoo. Here we go. Here it is, right here. Fidelity 500 ticker symbol. Oh, I got two of them. Vanguard has one, VFINX, and Fidelity has one, FXAIX. Okay. Well, let's take a gander at them. You seem to think they're so good. Uh-oh, FNAA, what the heck was it again? Why do high yield stocks decrease in value? Example, JEPQ and QQQY. All right, Michael, I don't do either one of those. I don't even know why I'm bothering with the Fidelity 500. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me. FXAIX. Okay, FXAIX. Oh, well, fuck, it has no options at all. Why the hell am I looking at it? Seriously, no options, why am I looking at it? Okay, number one, let's see if they have even any dividends. FXAIX. Well, it does have dividends. Imagine that. All the way down to 2011. Okay, not 20 years. But let's see how well they increase their dividends over time. 2011, 22, 26, 19. That's backwards. 29, 28, backwards again. 35, 27, backwards again. 28, 31, 34. 30, backwards. 33, 33, 40, 33, 0. What the hell is that about? 45, 37, backwards. 43, 36, backwards. 37, 39, 46, 36, backwards. 42, 45, 46, 40, backwards. 0, 45, 50, 46, backwards. 48, 50, 75, 54, backwards. What the hell? Seriously? This is a piece of shit, in my humble opinion. Okay, I want to see something like this. Hold the phone for a second. Okay, this one here, the dividends, up, down, up, down, up, down, all over the place. Well, let's take a look at this one. Go all the way back to the beginning. Okay, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 16, 20, 23, 28, 31, 36, 39, 42, 46, 51, 56, 62, blah, blah, blah. Consistently, year after year after year, higher and higher and higher dividends. What does that mean to me? That means they're consistently profitable. Why the hell would I get into something that's not consistently profitable? Answer that question for me. Okay, you think it's a good deal? Fine, you do it. Wait a second, let's go back here. Summary. Okay, whoops, now I want to go back. Hold on a second. That's what I want right there. I want to hit the summary for FXAIX. Okay, all right, really? Okay, XRP, take a look at this shit right here. Look at that. 1.24%. 1.24%. You put your money into this, they pay you a dividend. Yeah, it goes up, it goes down, up, down, up, down. No consistency whatsoever. The yield is 1.24. It doesn't even have a 5-year return rate. The last dividend, $1.18. Yeah. No, thank you. Terribly sorry. The dividend is 1%. Take a look at the last dividend, $1.18. The stock price, 198. That's a 1%. Yeah, no thank you. And that's not for the week. That's for the year. Hell no. All right, so when I say I like companies that have weekly options and have consistently increased their dividends for 20 years or more. Fidelity 500, no. Terribly sorry. You think it's great? Fine. You invest. You put your money there. Okay, I have no desire to look at something as crappy as that. Yeah, bonds. Yeah, no thank you. All right. I like the news releases with Wolfpack Trading. All right, Bob. All right, JEPQ and QQQY. Same thing. JEPQ. Wait a minute, JEP. Yeah, JEPQ. Okay, now JEPQ has a better yield, which means a better rate of return, 9.2%. Okay, year to date they're up 16. Jolly good. All right, not something I would do. Okay, let's take a look at QQQY. QQQY. What's QQQY paying? Well, 7.6. That's still a hell of a lot better than whatever the heck that thing was. And VOO, yeah, no thank you. NVDY, yeah, no thank you. So you guys are missing something, all right? When just do the S&P 500, hell no. At S&P 500 is SPX. Okay, SPX. SPY, the spiders. iPhone, okay. Okay. Spiders, 1.2%. Yeah, no thanks. Look up SCHD, that's another piece of shit. SCHD. Okay. 3.35%. Explain to me what the hell you people are thinking. Are you even looking at the numbers of what you're putting your money into? 1%, 6%, 9%, 3%? Are you shitting me? Seriously? Why would you invest your money in something of 3%? You can get government bonds that pay 5 or 6%. Why are you putting your money into SCHD? It only pays 3.3%. Okay, when I say I want a dividend stock that's consistently profitable, SCHD is going to be a no. Okay, VOO is a no. HPSY, whatever the heck that is, that's a no also. A dividend stock that has been historically, consistently profitable and has weekly options. So far you gave me nothing good to look at. How do you get on your computer? I use a ladder. Climb up the ladder. Yeah. Check out NVDY. No. It's a no. Where are you looking? I am in the UK. Our UK funds either pay more than... You have a UK fund that pays more than 50% per year? Seriously, do you? I don't think so. I was looking on the Yahoo Finance. Okay, that's where they take a look at almost any stock from anywhere around the world. Okay, the numbers are what the numbers are. The high of the day is what the high of the day is. The low of the day is what the low of the day is. Okay, numbers don't lie. They're right here. Numbers, numbers, numbers. You can go anywhere in the world and say, what was the high of the day for AT&T on such and such a day? Well, there it is right there. Okay, I'm not making shit up. I'm looking in the research and finding what the numbers are. And I'm telling you what the numbers are. You want to invest your money into it? Fine, be my guest. Hey, I'm looking for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. That's over 50% per year. I've never seen a single fund that pays over 20 or 30%. Let's go. Next question. What about DN? What the heck is DN? Uh-oh. All right, Alex, DN, I never heard of it. DN. Yeah, can't find that symbol. DN is going to be a no. Home Depot. Home Depot. Will Ferrell. Hey, Blue, I asked for ice. And okay, whatever. Enron likes Nike. Cool beans. I'll post on my profile with a 30% return. Okay, fine by you. Okay, if you get something pays you 30% per year and you're happy with it, great, awesome, that's wonderful. All right, that's not what I'm looking for. Congratulations on Nike. Let's take a look at Nike. Well, wait. K-Rod wants to take a look at Home Depot. Okay, well, here's Home Depot right here. First thing I want to see, high, low, where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? Nice. Well, nice. I like that. So what's the price at the moment? Well, the price at the moment is $390. Okay, what's the $390 going for? Okay, the $390s are going for $395. Well, that's over 1%. That's what I'm looking for. So the question is, hey, James, how do you cash out of your contracts? Well, that goes right to your brokerage account. So it gives me a 1% return. If I'm buying it here, I'm selling the call strike at $390, and the $390 is paying $395. Well, that's over 1%. Well, great. Well, let's take a good look at the chart. Okay, a year ago, we're at 307. We bottomed out in the beginning of late October at 274. Here's the bottom of the year. Well, here's the top of the year right here. Okay, it didn't take long. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months later? 6 months later, in the end of March, we're at 396. Okay, she drops, goes up, drops, retrace, drop, retrace, drop. You could call it whatever you want. I like it called this way. She goes up, profit taken, up, profit taken, up, profit taken. That's the way I look at it, because that's what I do. I look for opportunities where a good stock, Home Depot, been around for over 100 years. They are a dividend king, which means they have increased their dividends for more than 50 consecutive years. That's increase dividends every single year. Not once in a while, every single year. Okay? Those are the only stocks I look for. Consistently increasing profits. That's it. Okay, out of the 9,600 and whatever the amount was we looked at last night. Okay, I only look at about 300. That's it. Because there's only about 300 that are consistently profitable for more than 2 decades. You invest your money however you want. I'm just showing you how I invest my money. This is just entertainment. This is not recommendation whatsoever. I'm just showing you what I taught my 9-year-old daughter 15 years ago, I think it was. 16 years ago. All right, let's finish looking at Home Depot. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It's like we're right here right now. So I'm going to say no to Home Depot for this week. Let's zoom into the last 30 days. Look what's happened. She went up, pulled back. Up, now she's come back to the downside. Home Depot is going to look good in about 2 weeks, maybe 3. So I'm going to write it down for 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks, we're going to look at Home Depot again. Home Depot. All right, so think of it this way. I like Home Depot, but at this moment in time, I don't buy at the high. I will buy Home Depot when she comes back down and starts to turn. See how she was high here? She came down. Here, let's see. This might be a little easier. Okay. Look, it did the same thing 2 weeks ago. Okay, up, down, up, down. That's all stocks do. They go up, they go down. They do not come to your house and make your bed. Okay, they do not put little candies on your pillow at night. No, they don't do that. They don't even wash the dishes before they leave. No. Stocks go up, stocks go down. That's all they do. I want to buy them at the right place. They go up, they come down. When they come down, that's where I want to take a look at them. Mr. E, if only they would though. I haven't seen a single stock that didn't do it. Every single stock in a stock market goes up and goes down, up and down. I implore you to find me one that goes one direction and only one direction. There isn't one. I mean, clean the dishes, yeah. I would like that too. But, okay, anyway. So, I like Home Depot, but Home Depot is going to be a no for this week. We're going to wait. Ooh, wow. Headache. I haven't gotten headaches in years. Okay, so 30 days ago, we're here. She goes up. You got your profit taking. Get here. Goes back up again. Now she's going to come back down. So I'm not going to do Home Depot this week. I'm not going to do it next week. I'm going to see what it looks like 2 weeks from today. So for those of you that are here tonight that plan on being here in 2 weeks, we're going to look at Home Depot in 2 weeks. And hypothetically speaking, she should be somewhere around here. Somewhere. Okay. Nike. Enron likes Nike. NKE. All righty. Yeah, we were looking at Nike last week. So let's take a quick gander at it. Let's see if I can do this. I was thinking of doing this. Let's see. So what I'm going to do now is I do have one other channel here on TikTok, okay? And it's called The 10-Minute Trader. The 10-Minute Trader. Okay, so I'm slowly going to be adding stocks that look good onto that channel one at a time. So this is going to be my very first one. Let's see how it looks. We're looking at Nike today, NKE. Let's take a quick look. First thing I always want to see, where's the high? Where's the low? Where was it a year ago? Where is it now? What direction is it going? Well, drop here. We have a drop here. We got a drop here. We got a drop here. Now let's take a look into this area here to see what that looks like. Because this is the 1-year chart. Okay, fine. Let's jump up to the 90. Okay, here's your 90 days. Here's your high. Here's your low. Here's where it was. Get that big drop here. Sideways a bit. Pumped up. We're here now. Okay, great. Let's take a look at the 30-day chart. 30-day chart would be right here. Here's your high. Here's your low. This is where it was 30 days ago. This is going to be a no. The reason why it's going to be a no for this week, I like Nike, don't get me wrong. But here's the thing. 30 days ago, we're at 84. She goes sideways for a bit, and then we drop when we find our 30-day bottom. Okay, well, there it is right there. 30-day bottom was 911. Okay, 30-day bottom 911 was actually 76.74. She shoots up and then she gaps up. Well, what do you think is going to happen on Monday? More than likely, this is not guaranteed, but more than likely, she's going to drop because you got that big gap here, and look at all the volume. The volume is huge as compared to where the volume usually is. See, the bottom, the volume is usually way down here. See those blue lines down here? But look at Friday's volume. Way out of whack. Something just ain't right. So Monday, more than likely, she's going to drop. So Nike, even though I like it, it's going to be a no for this week. But stay tuned, because I'm assuming 2 weeks more than likely would be a good time to take a look at Nike again. Because a 30-day high here, I want all this profit taking to come, and then when she hits her new bottom in a week or 2 or 3, we're going to look at it again and see it in 2 weeks. All right, that was interesting.
We're looking at Nike today and KE. Let's take a quick look. First thing I always want to see was
All right, I want to save that one. Uh-oh.
This is James from Dividend Stock.
All right. Well, see how that I'll upload it later on. But that's what I think of Nike. It doesn't look very good at this moment in time. Don't get me wrong. If you bought it down here and it jump up and you collect it on, good for you. But that's not what we do here. I'm not looking for capital appreciation. I'm looking for consistency and profitability. Weekly profitability, matter of fact. Congratulations, Nike. Okay, cool beans. No weeklies. That's a no. They ho BS. What the heck is BS? Never heard of it. Boston Scientific. Yeah, no. Well, I'm assuming BS is going to be him calling bullshit. All right, fine. All right, thoughts on NUE? Ooh, Rude Dude. What's happening? I didn't see you yesterday, Rude Dude. NUE. Is that Nucor? Nucor, yeah, Nucor. Okay, here we go. First thing I want to see with Nucor. Keep going the wrong side. Ooh, let's try this one more time. Taking a look at Nucor, N-U-E. Here's our high. Here's our low. Here's where it was a year ago. Here where we are now. Here's the current direction. Before we move on forward, let's take a look at the numbers. See what the numbers look like. The last trade was 146.31. I can buy it on Monday morning at 147.20. Okay, well, that's the current price. The 147.20, the closest strike price is going to be the 147. That's going for 165, between 165 and 190, so I can get my 1% out of that, and that's what I'm looking for, a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. So let's keep taking a look at Nucor. A year ago, they were at 154.46. Okay, it topped out at 203.95, right around the 204 area. Here's our bottom of the year, which just so happens to be the 30-day bottom also. So let's take a look at the last 30 days. 30 days ago, we're at 146, jumps up to 152, drops down to 133.50. Okay, that was last week. Sorry, the week before last on a Wednesday. Okay, up, down, up. Now it looks like she's coming back down again. So Nucor, based on this, doesn't look that good. But before we go, just to double check, let's check the seasonality chart. Now, for those of you who don't know what seasonality chart is, let's open this up a little bit bigger. Here we go. All the way to the far left is January 1st. All the way here to the far right is December 31st. The blue line represents the movement so far this year. This is just for this year. That's it. The red line down here is 10 years worth of data. That's 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, so on and so forth for 10 years. And that just gives you the average movement. That does not tell you where it's going to go. All it shows you is what does it usually do this time of year. So for that, I take my cursor, put it on the little blue dot, click left, drag right. Once it lights up, that's a couple of weeks right there. Here we are right here. Okay, there's a little blue dot right there that represents Friday's close. Okay, so September 20th. Okay, here's next week right here, next Friday, just sideways, and then next Friday, sideways, sideways for the next couple of weeks. No big ups or downs with this company based on historical performance. That doesn't guarantee that's what it's going to do. That just shows us what has it done historically this time of year. Okay, so nothing dramatic, and it looks as if she's getting ready to come down. So I'm going to say no to Nucor for this week. We'll take a look at it next week because it's not that high up. So next week or the week after, let's put it down. NUE. NUE. All right.
Taking a look at Nucor, NUE. Here's our high. Brought to you by the 10-minute trader.
Let's try another one. Okay, so NUE, not here. Okay? Sorry about that, rude dude. Mr. VIP, what site is that? That is Think or Swim. It's not a site. It is a trading platform. Okay, anytime you want to trade stocks, cryptocurrency, Forex, or whatever you want to trade, futures, okay, whatever, you need a trading platform. You need an invitation, so to speak, to come and join the party. Okay, the party is, stock market, so you need a place to get there. All right, Jay, we already looked at AT&T, and we already looked at Nike. Options are risky. Twisted Philly, no, they're not. So let me ask you a question, Twisted Philly. Where did we go? Uh-oh. I missed all these questions. Time frame. I look at different time frames. All right, Coney, C-O-N-Y. Didn't we take a look at Coney once? C-O-N-Y. Coney is a no. Sorry, Michael. Okay? Monthly options. The numbers just don't work. Are you selling covered calls? Stroll? Yes, I am. Mark, we're going to take a look at Sherman in a second. Michael wants me to take a look at UTLY. That's going to be a no also, but UTLY, just so that you can see it for yourself. UTLY, it's not even pulling up the symbol. UTLY, yeah, not even there. Sorry, not even there. So UTLY is going to be a no. Okay, Mark Sherman wants to take a look at Wyndham Resorts. I actually have some Wyndham Resorts. Not 100% happy with them, but it is what it is. We can't win all the time. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? She's bouncing off right here. I want to take a close look at that, but before we do, because I don't mind the one-year chart, okay? It's okay. 79.72. So the close strike price we're going to look at is going to be the 80. Well, here's the 80 right here, and it's going for 106. Well, 106 is more than 1% on an $80 stock. Okay, so let's take a deeper look. A year ago, we're at 91.75. The high of the year was 110.47, and that was back in the beginning of April. From there, just drops, finds the bottom here, bounces off, goes to the upside. Well, here's our bottom right there on the 5th of August. So once she hit the bottom on the 5th of August, well, she went up, profit taking up, profit taking up, profit taking up. Where do you think she's coming now? To the downside. Sorry, I actually own Wynn, and I've owned it for longer than I wanted to. I think I'm on month number 4, but it is what it is. Home Depot is also overbought on 3-month and 1-year timelines. Cool. Thank you for that. All right, so what's next? How do I start stock trading at 16 and in high school? Well, number one, kudos to you. Before I say it, it doesn't tell me if you're a boy or a girl, so I can't say. Kudos to you. All right, number one. Number two, you're going to need a custodial account, which means mom, dad, aunt, uncle, grandfather, grandmother, someone over the age of 18 is going to have to open it up for you and give you access to it. Okay? Alrighty. Goldie girl, how are you today? All right, so Emin, how are you today? What's your take on Costco? They have earnings coming up. Well, let's take a gander at it. Now, I thought Costco was a little pricey. Did they come down in price or did they do a split? Yeah, no, they didn't. Okay, I'm going to say no, only because of several reasons. One, out of my price range. Okay, that's one. Two, here's the high of the year. Look at where it is. So it only came down from 925 to 9. Yeah, that's not a far enough drop. There's way too much profits to be taken on this one. But if you like it, okay, the 906s, the 907s right there, the 907s are going for 20 bucks. That's a nice premium. That's more than 2%. If you can afford a $900 stock, remember, you got to buy 100 of them. So 100 shares at $900 a share, well, that's $90,000 for one contract. So one contract is going to be $2,200. Okay, that's still over 2%, but a little out of my price range. How do I start? How long do you hold to receive a dividend payment? Bob, how are you today? Bob's interesting question. How long do I have to hold in order to collect the dividend? Well, here we go. This here is what's called a dividend calendar. The little green dots that you see there, those are my personal stocks. Those are the ones that I like. I put them in a calendar so it tells me when to buy them. So, there's 4 dates to remember when it comes to dividend stocks. Date number 1 is the announcement date. That's when the company says, hey, hello, hi, everybody. We got a dividend. This is how much we made. And this is how much we're paying out. And we're paying it out on this date. The announcement date, dividend announcement date. Date number 2 is the EX dividend date. Okay? That is the last day the stock trades before the dividend is paid out. So if you want to capture the dividend or you want to collect the dividend, you have to buy it before the little green date. See Lowe's right here on the 23rd of October. Okay? If I want to collect that, the 23rd of October, I have to buy it on the 22nd, 21st, the 8th, the 1st, the 10th, the 11th, any day before the 23rd. Date number 3 is called the date of record. Whoever owns a stock on the date of record is entitled to the dividend. Plain and simple. Okay? Date number 4, self-explanatory, payment date. That's when you get your money. Okay? So if you want to buy the stock just to get the dividend, you have to buy it at least 1 day before the dividend, the EX dividend date. And that's those little green dots right there. All right, let's keep on going. All right, expands, I already told you, at age 16 and you're in high school, you have to have a parent or grandparent sign you up. Twisted Philly, AbbVie or CL, Colgate Palmolive. Okay, sorry, just running a blank there for a second. Okay, AbbVie, BBV, AbbVie Incorporated, high, low, where was it, where is it, what direction is it currently moving? Okay, it's at 193 at the moment. I'm going to say no to it at the moment. The reason why, it's too close to the high. Okay, last year it's down here at 135. Okay, 135 is down here. Well, now it's at 195. Well, that's a $60 increase. A $60 increase on a $190 stock, that's a little bit less than 30%. So it went up from November of last year to where it is now, up 30%. And you think guys like me aren't going to take profits? Yeah, Sorry, doesn't work that way. So I like AbbVie, but it's a little too high for me at this moment. I will wait for it to pull back somewhere. Let's zoom into the last 90 days. Okay, here's the last 90 days right here. So 3 months ago, here's the bottom at 162. She shoots all the way up, goes in this little trading range right now, and she should be dropping. Look at all this space down here. That's what I'm afraid of. I do not want to buy a stock and have it drop. Yeah, no thank you. I would prefer to get it at the 30-day bottom. So what does 30-day bottom look like? Okay, close. 30 days ago at 197. Our top is at 200. Our bottom is at 191. She went up, pulled back. Now she's going sideways for a little bit. I would look for a little bit of upward action. Or better yet, a covered call is an awesome trade to make when a stock is going sideways. Sideways or to the up. That's great for covered calls and spreads. All right. Colgate-Palmolive, CL. Dividend King Extraordinaire. Holy cow, look at that. I'm going to say no right off the top. Here we are, what is that, 65, the bottom? 67. From 67 to 110, that's almost doubled in price. Almost. Now she pulled back a little bit. Well, I want to take a good look at that area right there. Okay. Here's your previous bottom right here, right around 100, shoots up to 109, okay, pulls back, and Friday is the 30-day bottom. Okay, here's the last 30 days. See it? She went up, she pulled back. Okay, Friday is the bottom. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for 2 days to the upside. So Monday, hypothetically speaking, could be going back up again. This is what I'm looking for, because you're going to make the most money in the stock market buying low and selling high. Well, it's currently at a 30-day bottom. So what usually happens on a 30-day bottom? Well, you get investors like me saying, wait a minute, this thing just lost, what was that, $9? So $9 on a $110 stock, that's around 8%. So it's an 8% drop. Okay, now she's going to turn around and go back up to the upside. So I like CL for next week. Oh, and it's on my list. Okay. It's already on my list for next week. All right. Hitesh. Hitesh wants to take a look at Advanced Auto Parts, AAP. First thing I always want to see is the high, the low. Wait a second. Let's start the video because someone's going to want to know this. All right, we're looking at AAP, which is Advanced Auto Parts. Here's our high, here's our low, here's where we were a year ago, here's where we are now. It's currently in a downward trend. Found the bottom down here. Now she's bouncing off that, going to the upside. Great. Well, let's take a look at the numbers. First of all, it's at $40.90. The closest strike price is going to be the 41. The 41 is selling for 93 cents. That is over 2%. I'm putting that on my list. I don't know about you guys. AAP on my list and circled for next week. All right, so let's take a quick look. A year ago, we're at 59.50. Okay, we topped out the year at 88.68. Look, she stair steps down, 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 down. It's a stair step to the downside. Great. The last 30 days. Last 30 days would be right there. Check that out. 30 days ago, $62, made a big drop, gap down. And then she kept on dropping 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, found the bottom there, turns around, starts going back up. Thursday was a high, Friday was a pullback. Now, I don't know. Is that an anomaly or is it actually changing directions? We'll find out on Monday. Monday, if she's higher or lower than what she closed on Friday, will give us an idea. Is she still going to the upside or has she changed directions? AAP, Align, dun, dun, dun. Great information on Nike. Thank you. You're welcome. What looks good? Hey, Bob, how you doing? Your coughing worries me. You know, I've been coughing for about a year. I have what's called post-nasal drip syndrome. That's where, you know, post-nasal drip, and then it just like collects down here and just doesn't want to seem to go away. So I'm drinking tea with ginger and honey. Hopefully it gets rid of it. How do we do the option trade one example? Well, let's take a gander at it. Let's actually do it on Advanced Auto Parts. Okay, Stroll, yep. What about AbbVie? We already looked at AbbVie a little while ago. So, Twisted Philly wants to see how to do an actual trade. All right. Let's find one that I liked. Siri. I like Siri. That one looked good for next week. Yep. Siri looks good for next week. Let's check it out. Uh-oh, I forgot to stop it. Damn it.
All right, we're looking at 8 invested dividend stocks for weekly cash.
Let's try this again. We're actually going to do a whole trade from beginning all the way to the end. We're going to do that with Siri. Are you ready? Here we go. We're taking a look at Siri, S-I-R-I. Now, they just had a merger recently. Let's take a look at what the stock looks like. Here's the high right here, 57.50. The bottom right here, 22.50. Where it was a year ago, where is it now, and what direction is it going? Going to the downside. All right, fine. Well, let's take a look at the numbers, especially considering she turned around right here. We found the bottom, turned around, going to the upside now. Great. She drops, turns around, goes up. Let's take a look. Hold on. Before we do that, the numbers. What can I buy it for Monday? 25.17. The 25.17, the closest strike price is going to be the 25. Well, that's 62 cents. That's more than 1%. The next one is going to be the 25.50. That's going for 34 cents. Again, more than 1%. Do the math. Find out which one is a better trade for you. I personally like the 25 because it's in the money. That means the stock doesn't have to do anything. The 25.50, the stock's got to move up. Well, let's take a look at the chart and see what it's telling us.
Siri, S-I-R-I. Now they just started using a safe, predictable, consistent.
I hit the wrong button. Damn it! All right, anyway. A year ago, Siri is sitting at $40.62. We got our high towards the end of the year, and that is $57.88. Okay? Big drop, $57.88. She drops down, pulls back, drops again. Well, let's continue looking. Last 30 days are going to be right about here. So 30 days ago, we're at 33. Goes sideways a bit, then drops, finds a 30-day bottom on Monday. Monday's a 30-day bottom. Well, great. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 4 up days in a row. Okay, what does that mean? Well, if she's actually turning around, bouncing off the bottom and going to the upside, that's what I want. I want to buy it low and sell it high. That's where you're going to make most of your money. Buy low, sell high. You've been hearing it for decades. Make money in stock market, buy low, sell high. There's the secret. It's really not that big of a secret because everybody knows it. All right. So here's the current price, $25.17. The 25s are going for 62 cents a share. So let's take a look at the 25. So we're going to buy it at this price, sell here, collect this, and see what it looks like. You ready? First thing, let's get rid of this. Second thing, let's change this from single to covered call. Because remember, a covered call is one of the safest trading strategies there is. You buy the stock, you sell somebody the rights to buy it from you at a certain price by a certain date. I like weeklies because I can get a check every week. Once a week, 52 times a year. Let's check it out. Now, we said we like the 25. Well, here's the 25 right here. Well, here's the price we're looking at. Here's the 25 right there. So here's the price right here we're looking at, $24.55. We're going to buy that, and the option trade pulls up, right? Take a look. It's a covered stock. It's a covered trade. See it right there? It says covered. Okay, we're buying 1,000 shares of Siri. We're also selling 10 contracts of Siri. 27 September 24th. Well, that's next Friday. Okay, remember I tell you, I do it weekly. Buy on Monday, sell on Friday. More creators want to co-host. Cool beans. How are you guys doing, you co-host wannabes? Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I have no idea who any of you are. You really want to co-host with me, I insist you sending me your number. I'll give you a call and we'll chat. Okay? It's as simple as that. We'll chat, find out how you want to contribute. All right, that being said, sorry about that. Let's keep on going. Remember I told you I like the $25 strike price? Okay, I'm going to change it from a limit order to a market order because it feels quicker. Now I'm going to hit confirm and send. Once I do that, here's the actual trade. Now, read it out loud to make sure you understand it, because every once in a while, you'll hit the wrong button. I've been trading for over 20 years. I hit the wrong button 4 times this year. So I've been doing it for 20 years, so I'm pretty sure you'll probably do the same thing. Now, here's the trade right here, the order description. Buy 10, right here, buy 10 covered calls on Siri 100s. Those are the weeklies. 27 September 24. That's next Friday. The $25 calls on Siri at the market price to open to open. Now, the reason why it says to open is because you're opening 2 orders. Anytime you trade in the stock market, you got to open an order and then you got to close it. All right, so to open, it's 2 orders. Order number 1, I'm buying the stock. I'm opening an order to buy the stock. Second order, I'm opening in order to sell the call options against it. So I'm buying it at 25.17. I'm selling it at 25, and I'm collecting whatever I'm collecting. The next line is the break even right there. See that? Break even stock price, 24.38. So what that means is anything over 24.38 is going to be a profit. So the stock is currently at 25.17. See it right here? 25.17. But my break even is 24.38. So if the stock goes nowhere, I make my money. Stock goes up, I make my money. Stock can even come down a little bit, and I'm still going to be profitable. That's what I'm looking for. Remember, simple, safe, predictable, consistent. Well, this is predictable and it's consistent because it's telling me what my profit is right here. Very next line down, maximum profit, $615. Okay, what is it costing me? Well, it's costing me $24,000. Let's take a look at the numbers. For that, we need our trusty dusty calculator. Let's clear that. No matter how many shares you buy, the math is always the same. Okay, you take your profit. In this instance, it's $615. $615. And you divide that by the purchase price. Well, what did I pay for it? Well, I paid $24,391. $24,391. Uh-oh. Divided by 24,391. And that gives me a rate of return for the week of 2.5%. Okay, 2.5%. That's a nice rate of return. And I like this. And I like the company. Okay. Now, if this number right here is scaring you, 24,000, let's change it up a little bit. Okay, let's get out of there, and let's just buy 100 shares. Okay, so 100 shares, maybe not as scary. Okay, let's hit that. Same thing. Buy 1 covered Siri, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's just 1 rather than 10. Okay, maximum profit, $61.50. It's costing me $2,400. Okay, well, let's take the calculator. What's our profit? $61.50. How much did it cost us? Well, it cost us $2,439. Okay? Oh, look at that. The exact same amount of money. 2.5%. So I don't tell people how much money I make. I tell them percentage wise, because some people can't afford, you know, 1,000 shares. Okay, maybe you can only afford 100 shares. Well, it's still 2.5%. Okay, whether you can afford 100 shares, 500 shares, 1,000 shares, 20,000 shares, we're all different. Whatever number you have, well, I can almost guarantee nobody has the exact same amount. And more than likely, no two of us here have the same risk factors. Okay? You may like this trade. You may say, oh, it's too risky. Well, for me, it's a nice trade. It's a 2.5% trade, and it's Siri. Siri is on my list to buy on Monday. So I will be buying some of this on Monday. But here's the thing. This is not a recommendation, number one. Number two, I really insist on you guys doing your own research, because never trust a random guy on YouTube. That's me, a random guy on YouTube. You don't know me. As a matter of fact, I think there may be only one person here on this list today that I've actually met in person. Now, I have talked to many of you on the phone, because when I say leave your number, I will give you a call. Almost every single one of them is surprised when I give them a call. So seriously, if you want me to talk to me, drop me your number. I'll give you a call.
A year ago, it's at 1% per week.
Okay, so let's see. Let's find something else. What about AbbVie? It's good interest, but is high. Best driver. Okay, best driver. We already looked at AbbVie this afternoon. Okay, Twisted Philly wanted to see an actual trade. That was an actual trade. Andrew, how you doing? Do LFLY. I can tell you right now it's going to be a no, LFLY. The reason being, I never heard of it before. Imagine that. Okay, it's $2.32. Can you explain to me, in a manner in which I'll understand, okay, why are we looking at something that's a monthly and doesn't fit? Because I almost guarantee with a 100%, I'm going to say 99.999% certainty, okay, that a $2.18 stock does not have 20 years of increased dividends. Just a gamble, but I'm pretty sure that company has not increased their dividends for 20 consecutive years. So why am I looking at it? Greenhorn Beginning, take it easy on me, take it easy on me. I remember that song. What, uh-oh. I missed that one. Oh, wow, I missed quite a bit of questions. What program can I download to get your charts? Okay, Jay Will, this is not a program. This is a trading platform, okay? It's called Thinkorswim. You can go directly to thinkorswim.com, download this onto your computer. Don't use the online version. It's not as good, okay? You can download this onto your computer. You can use it for free for a while, but eventually, Charles Schwab, who owns it, is going to want you to, create a live trading account. But download it on a computer, do a little bit of paper trading, get good at it before you put real money into it. Don't put real money into anything until you understand exactly what you're doing. I'm here every night. If you want to ask me questions, fine, ask away. All right, best driver, we already looked at AbbVie. Or will it need to be a computer? Yeah, either a laptop or a desktop computer. Okay, if you want to put it onto an iPad, I don't think it might. I'm not 100% sure if it will work or not on an iPad. Jeff, how you doing? What was I saying? Yeah, usually got to be a computer. Sorry, dude. You okay? You're coughing every day. Yeah, I'm aware of that. My doctor gave me some prescription. I said, oh, hell no. I will die first before I take a prescription drug. It is. So I'm trying all these interesting remedies. All right, water, lemon, and honey. It seems to soothe the throat, okay? Doesn't get rid of the cough. Cough drops, don't get rid of the cough. All right, LFLY. We already checked that one. It's a no. Simone, how are you doing? Options are great, and I love that. Okay, cool beans. NTR. Holy cow, NTR? What the heck is NTR? Okay, it does have weekly options. Okay, but let's check and see if they have the current dividends that we're looking for. NTR. And it does have dividends. Cool beans. Well, let's see how well they are with their increases on their dividends. I've been in construction all my life. I can build you a house, but when it comes to this, I'm clueless. Yep, a lot of people are like that. Hang out, chill, relax. I've been here all year since January 2nd. Okay, you can go back on YouTube and look from January 2nd. You should see me live every single night. I've missed 2 days. That's it. One, I was sick as a dog, wasn't happening. Second one, I had to take someone to the emergency room. It's the only 2 days I've missed this year. Okay, so here's NTR. Here's historical prices. I want to take a look at the dividends. How consistent are they with their increases? I'm going to say no. What times? 9 p.m. every night. Okay, I'm saying no to this one because they only started paying dividends in 2018. Okay, that's only 6 years. That's not even close to 20 years. Not even close to 20 years. So you get paid dividends every week on the ones you hold. All right, Creator, no. Let me explain. Hold on, Creator, I'm not quite sure because a lot of people have named Creator, okay? So I don't know if you're a creator who's been here for the past couple of days or if you're a new creator. You know, I prefer people using their names. That way I know who it is I'm talking to. All right, Jay Will. Hold on a second. All right, so NTR is a no. They only have 8 years. No, sorry, 6 years of dividend. Yeah, no thanks. But look at the start they got. 40, 43, 45, 46, 48, 53, 54. Nice, they're consistently increasing. That's a good sign, but not good enough for me. You know, if you find it good for you, whoever suggested it, Apple user, if you find it good for you, great, more power to you. Look what happened recently. Here's your 30-day high way over here at 51.50. She drops, retraces, drops, retraces. Now she's going to the upside. But look what happened on Friday. Friday was a pullback. I would wait Monday, Tuesday to see what happens, if it's going to go up or if it's actually going to turn around. All right. AbbVie, best driver. Where looked at AbbVie? You already asked me that once. Felix, Bristol Myers Squibb, BMY. BMY. Looky, looky, looky. Here's our high. Here's our low. Here's where we were a year ago. Here's where we are now. What direction it's going? Well, it's kind of going to the downside. Well, 49.41 is where we are right now. What do the numbers look like? 49.45. I'm looking at the 49.50. 83 cents. That's close to 2%, but not quite. But let's take a look at the numbers. A year ago was the high of the year, 59.51. Well, our bottom was on the 3rd of July, and that was 39.40. Well, look at the last couple of months. Look at that movement. Doesn't that look pretty? Look at it. Up, down, up, down, up. Well, she's coming down now. Look at the amount of volume from Friday. That's a lot of volume. Okay, I would like to keep an eye on it Monday, Tuesday, see what's happening. All right. So, Felix, if you like Bristol Myers Squibb, just take it in consideration to where is she. Okay, here's your high here. Here's your low way down here. Okay, so at 47 and then 50, 60. Okay, there's a nice distance between the two. I would wait until Monday or Tuesday to get a better idea which direction it's going before I would do anything with this. All right, next on the list, Bama Redneck. Thank you for that football helmet, just what I need. All right, Stock Learner 4 wants to take a look at Boeing, BA. Oh, here we go. We're going to take a quick look at Boeing, stock symbol BA. Here's our 1 year high. Here's our bottom right there. A year ago we're here. Now we're here. And look at the direction it's going. Okay? 5 things I want to look at. High, low, where was it? Where is it? And what direction is it going? Well, there you have it. That's the 1 year chart. Let's take a look at the number. Currently the last trade, 153.29. So I can buy it Monday morning at 153.50. All right, great. What is the closest strike price on Monday? Well, the 152.50s are going for 340. Well, that's more than 1%. The 155s are going for 2.25. That's more than 1%. So either one of these would work good. I personally would prefer the 152.50s. It's a safer bet. Okay, I'm 60. I don't want to take chances. Okay, I don't have the luxury of putting my money someplace and watching it grow. Doesn't work that way. I have to work it every single week. Okay, so we're going to go to J-Will next with Walmart, but let's continue with Boeing. All right, so a year ago, Boeing was at 202, topped out at the end of the year, okay, at 267, and here's our bottom, Friday. So basically, what is that telling me? Well, it's basically telling me to wait a little bit. See what happens on Monday, Tuesday. Because I like 2 days to the upside from a bottom. Well, this is not a bottom of 30 days. This is the bottom of the year. Okay? You're going to make most of your money in the stock market buying low and selling high. Well, wake up. You ain't going to get it any lower than the low of the year. Now, I will not buy it on Monday because I don't know if this is the actual bottom. Because Monday, she could go lower. Okay? But if she turns around on Monday and starts going back up, well, great. I'm not going to buy it on Monday. I'm going to wait till Tuesday. I like 2 days to the upside off of a bottom. Now, this is a 1 year bottom. It's also the 90-day bottom, and it's also the 30-day bottom. That's like a trifecta right there. Are you trading currencies? No, I am not, Frenchie. Sorry about that. So, 153.29, I'm going to watch it Monday. I'm going to watch it Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. It might be a good opportunity, but I like 2 days to the upside anytime I find a bottom. And here's a bottom right here. And it's not an obscure company. We're talking about Boeing. We know who Boeing is. We know that Boeing is in bed with the federal government with those nice cushy government contracts. They ain't going out of business anytime soon. But there you have it.
We're going to take a quick look at.
Hit the wrong button. Okay, hit that. Hit that. Sorry, I'm trying to record these at the same time, to give you guys an opportunity to reread them or re-listen. All right, so like I said, I have one account on Dividend Stock Talk, and that's the one you're on right now. Okay, there's 27 imposters pretending to be me. So if you get an email, a text, a DM, or anything from someone pretending to be me, be leery. Because I don't do cryptocurrency, I don't do Forex, I don't do futures. There's a lot of things I don't do. This is the only thing I do. However, I do have another website called The 10-Minute Trader. So if you come up to my bio up there, you'll find all those links. All right, so the link to the 10-Minute Trader on TikTok, I don't have it in there yet, but I will get it as I upload one video at a time for one stock at a time for one I like. Hey, how about Tesla? No. How's that, Ivan? No on Tesla. The reason why I'm saying no on Tesla is Tesla doesn't pay dividends. Okay? There's what we talked about yesterday, 9,660 something different companies you can choose from. 9,600 companies. Out of those 9,600 companies, half of them are going to share their profits. The other half are not going to share the profits. Okay, Stark, yeah. It's called a dead cat bounce. And not a cat bounce, a dead cat bounce. You're close. It's a weird name, but you know, there it is, dead cat bounce. All right, anyway, let's move on. Approximately how many covered call positions do you maintain at one time? Over 20. I get 6 different accounts. 6 different accounts. I share 3 of them publicly. Ron GoDaddy, okay, right here. If you come up to my my bio up here, top left corner, that will take you to my website, The 10-Minute Trader. Whoops, where is it? Right there, we go. The 10-Minute Trader, right there, see? Can't miss this. Simple, safe, predictable, 1% per week. Live nightly training, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, here we are, 9. Here we are. Scroll down a little bit. What does it say about us? I should say about me. But if you're looking to strike it rich overnight, this ain't it. My main focus is simple, safe, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. That's over 50% per year. Okay, right there on the website. Scroll down a little bit further. Investing your own money should not be difficult. Stop making it more complicated than it needs to be. Remember, this was created for a 9-year-old. Okay, to be here, you have to be at least 18. Okay, so if you're over the age of 18 and this was created for a 9-year-old, come on. All right, so we scroll down a little bit lower. Okay, so you learn more about the strategy here, which means you have a what do you call it? A 2-3 page PDF you can download, explains it. But just below that is live trading. Join our morning trading group. I actually have a morning trading group every morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember, the stock market opens up at 9:30. So we jump in at 9 just to take a look at what we want to look at for the day. Friday, we jump on at 3 to make sure all our positions for the week are in good standing going into the next week over the weekend. Okay, that being said, what I wanted to point out is just below that, current trades for 2024. Okay, view all of them right there. Click on that, and that's going to take you to, very first thing, my social media. Okay, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, blah, 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 blah. Underneath that, here are my trades. Okay, you'll see all my trades since the beginning of the year. Every single year, I put up trades that I have done. As a matter of fact, what is this one? That's Princess. What is this one?
Hi, I'm JC, and me as you being part of my internet.
Now, both these are from Comcast. Nothing but up all year round. You get what?
You notice the date?
Beginning of the year.
March 13th, March 23, 2013. They looked a little bit different back then.
And here we are finding the channel at the very last week and a half, showing just towards the uptrend. Okay, so let's look at some of the ones that we sold. Now, CW, we got our signal on the 11th, which would give us an indication that
That's from 2013.
we didn't know this one.
Yeah, I've been doing this for a while.
Same thing, we got our
Here we go. Back to where we started. All right, let's keep on going. Cat bounce, blah, blah, blah. Oh, J Will, Walmart, Wally World. Isn't Walmart a no this week, WMT? Yep. Okay, here's the reason why Walmart's a no this week. See where it is? It's at the high of the year. Way too much real estate down here for profit taking. I like Walmart, but I'm going to have to put it on hold for a couple of weeks. So we'll take a look at Walmart again in 2 weeks. WMT. WMT. All right, let's keep on going. Hey, thanks for the info you give us. We appreciate it. I am Chef. Cool beans. How about Tesla? Ivan? No on Tesla. What app is this? This is Thinkorswim. Peppermint tea, and a couple of times a day, maybe. But lavender and chamomile in the evening, definitely. Okay, I like that idea. peppermint tea a couple of times a day, and lavender and or chamomile at evening. All right. Dank Skies 66 wants to take a look at Verizon. You're like, Jim, yeah. Okay. I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or not. But anyway, somebody wants to take a look at Verizon, VZ. Verizon, here we go. Nope. Wasn't that quick? It was actually that quick, wasn't it? Look where it is. Here's your high at 45. We're currently at 44.33. How far do you think it's going to go? Before I don't want to challenge a 30. I don't want to challenge a high of the year. I don't. Okay? I'll wait for it to come down. In about 2 weeks, we'll take a look at it. I think it's already on the list for 2 weeks. Actually, it's on the list for next week. Okay, we'll take a look at it again next week, and then we'll see what happens. JD Miles, how are you, dude? Ivan, cool beans. White Snake. Crypto, creative. Okay. PLNTR. PLT. Yeah, no. Yep. How does Tesla look? Horrible. What about Coney? Yeah, no. Gargle warm salt water through the day. Yep. Tried that. One time I put water in it and I put too much salt. Oh my God, I gagged. It was horrible. PBR dividend. Eat marshmallows? I've never heard that as advice. Eat marshmallows, get rid of a cough. All right, anyway. Try onion juice, honey, lemon. It works. Peruvian remedy. Honey, lemon juice. Wait a minute. Yeah, honey, lemon, and onion. I tried that once. I'll try it again. Give it a whirl. All right. PBR. PBR. Peanut butter and raisin. Okay, so peanut butter and raisin. Here we go. 14. Here we go, 14. Let's see how the dividends look before we even go any further. PBR. Yeah, I'm going to say no. 6 years of dividends, no thank you. Okay, 3, 5, 3, 5, 10, 9, 29, 16. Yeah, okay. But interesting, but it not enough. Okay? Lapman, if you like it, more power to you. I like 20 years of increased dividends. And there's enough of them to keep me satisfied. I have enough trades every single week looking at my own stocks. Why would I look at something that doesn't fit? Okay, that's going to be a no for me. Okay, let's keep on going. La 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 la. Go Ron, GoDaddy. Are you selling weekly out of the money calls to collect premiums? Is the stock called away often? Ron GoDaddy, that's exactly what I want to happen. I want to buy it at the, okay, hold on a second. Let's go here. All right, here's my calendar. These are my particular stocks. So just for the fun of it, okay, these are all the dividend stocks that are available. There's 134 on Monday. 134 stocks having a dividend on Monday. Okay, that's 4, 8, 10, 18, 26, 29. It's like 29 here, bunch there, bunch there, bunch there. Nothing on the 14th, nothing on the 16th. Cool, only one on the 24th. Well, yeah, it's still October, so no wonder why they're not on there. But those are all the companies that have their dividends. Okay? Now, if I want to collect the dividend, I want to buy it before the little green dot. All right? So, if I buy, okay, let's take a look at CVS right here on the 21st. CVS. If I was going to take a look at CVS, there you go, right there, CVS. Makes it a little easier. CVS has a dividend of 66 cents. The announcement date, EX date, date of record, blah, 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 all that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. So if I want to collect the dividend and I want to do this trade, number one, I'm going to do it 2 weeks before the dividend date. Okay, 2 weeks before the dividend date would be on the 7th, on a Monday. Okay, I want to buy it at the opening price, and then I want to sell the covered call closest to it. So let's actually take a look at CVS. CVS. Okay, first thing I always want to take a look at. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? It's basically going sideways. Look at that channel. Isn't that lovely? Okay, that's the first thing I want to see. Great, once I see that, then I want to take a look at the numbers. 57.54 is what I can buy it for on Monday. So at 57.54, the closest strike price is going to be the 58. And it's going for 41 to 60. So it's kind of like near 1%. All right. So let's take a close look at the chart and see if the chart is telling me if now is a good time to buy. Because just because the numbers work out, okay, GME, it's going to be a no, they don't have 20 years of increased dividends. Sorry, GME, no. So just because the numbers work out doesn't mean it's the right time to buy. So let's take a look at the chart. Okay, a year ago, 71.85. The top of the year was 83.18, and that was in the second week of January. Okay, had a big gap down on the 31st. Okay. Now, we've been trading sideways for looks like from May, June, July, August, September. So look at it, it's going sideways, same in this little area. All right, great. Okay. Up, down, 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 up, down. Now it's coming to the downside now. But let's zoom in a little closer. Let's take a look at the last 30 days, because I like the last 30 days because it gives me a better idea of where it might end up on next Friday. Okay? Coach Joel likes Bristol Myers Squibb. Way to go. We already looked at Bristol Myers Squibb, Coach. Sorry. All right. Last 30 days. Okay, pretty easy to see. Pretty easy to see. Look. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So she's coming down now. So that looks like it's going to be a good contender for next week. So let's put CVS down for next week. Not next week, but the week after. And it's actually written down for next week. So we will take a look at it again next week and see what the numbers look like. Okay? Okay, so Ron GoDaddy, what I want to look at is the current price. This is the price right here. The closest strike price. If I buy this first thing Monday morning, the closest strike price to that is going to be the 58. I want to buy it at the 58. I want to buy it here, sell somebody the rights to buy it from me at 58. I'll even take a look at the 57. So yeah, the 57 would probably be better because that's one strike in the money. Okay, the 58, well, that's out of the money, and the stock has to move up before you can be called out. So if I do the 57, it's a safer bet. Okay, it's a smaller percentage, but as long as the percentage is 1% or more, I like the safety factor. Okay, so if I buy it at this current price, 57.54, and I sell it at 57, well, more than likely, I'll be called away. I'll make my 1%, and I'll be back into cash the following Monday, which is ideal for me. I don't want to hold on to anything. Okay. Good. How are you doing, JK? JK is no. All right, good question. I also wonder whether to just sell the stock or sell out of the money. I prefer to sell in the money and prefer to be back into cash. But that's me. All right, let's keep on going. Is no supposed to be NQI. Okay, NQ1, okay. NQ1. What the heck is that? NQ1. That's nothing. Do I always take the closest strike price? Okay, OG gamer, it's always about the money. Okay? Always about the numbers. What is the safest bet? Where am I getting my 1% consistently? Now, at the money might be 1.5%. In the money might be 1%. I would go for the in the money to be the safer bet. Okay? Remember, I'm 60, I'm retired. I don't have the luxury of buying something and waiting for it to move. Okay? Don't do it. BA has cash flow issues. I'm sure they do, but they have government contracts and they're part of the, what do they call it? The war machine, the industrial, what is it? The war industrial complex. The government will bail them out because they need them to build the crap for the Air Force, Navy, whatever. Are you selling before Friday if you get profit? Mule 73? The question you're asking me, am I selling before Friday if you get a profit? You're missing the whole idea of what a covered call is. If I buy a covered call, if I buy a stock on Monday and I sell a covered call against it, means I cannot do anything with that stock until that option expires or I buy it back. So 90% of all options expire useless. So if I buy this stock here at 21.50, 21.54, and I sell the 21.50s, well, I'm getting my 1%. Okay? If it jumps up to 24, 25, 26, I can't do anything because I already sold my rights away to someone else to buy it from me for the exact same price I paid for it. I really don't care if the stock goes up. Okay? Because the stock can go up to 28, 29, 40, 50, 90. I honestly don't care. And some people have a hard time with that. The reason why I don't care is I'm looking for the 1%. I'm not looking for capital appreciation. I'm looking for a safe bet. Okay? Peaceful. So you think Boeing has bottomed out? Uh-oh. BA. That's definitely not what I said. Look at the chart. Okay? The chart is right here. Friday is the bottom at this moment in time. Is it really the bottom? Well, can it go down on Monday? Yes, it can. Can it go down on Monday and can it go down on Tuesday? Yes, it can. But ask yourself this question. At some point in time, Boeing will hit the bottom, turn around and go back up again. For the fun of it, let's see what the book value on Boeing is. Okay, so right now, the current stock price on Boeing is 153. So we take a look at the statistics, which gives you some of the numbers. Okay, these are some good numbers to look at if you're interested in diving deeper into the company and the information. Holy shit. I've never seen this before. Seriously, I've never seen this before. You ready? Look at the book value on Boeing. Negative 29. That means they owe more money than everything they have. They're not in debt. They're worse than in debt. Okay? Usually you have a book value of companies that have assets, real estate, buildings, machinery. This company is negative. Yeah, no thank you. Okay, sorry. I've never seen that before. That's interesting. But peaceful. Well, thanks for pointing that out. All right. And key. Thank you so much for doing this. I've been looking for options help for so long. Well, Ann Key, this is the first time I'm seeing you here. Welcome to the show. If you have questions, ask away. I don't hide anything and I don't gatekeep anything. You ask me a straight question, I'll give you a straight answer. But I won't give you advice. Sorry. All right. I think it was 97.63. Okay, Big Rob, I have no idea what you're talking about. Now, Rob, the only reason I'm saying I have no idea what you're talking about is because... Oh, you're talking about how many companies? IRIT. I really think it was 98. No, it was like... Now, if you talk about how many companies that are in the stock market, 9,660 something. All right, so let's keep on going. Thanks for sharing, Simone. Big Rob, then you are in the wrong place. Okay, Big Rob, I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, special ed, what do I think of MDB? MDB, didn't we look at that last night, MDB? Waiting for data. All right, well, it has weekly options. All right. But let's see how well they pay dividends. MDB. MDB. Historical performance. Historical prices. Dividends only. No dividends. That's what I think of NDB. Sorry, special ed. No. If it doesn't have 20 years of increased dividends, well, how am I supposed to know if it's profitable? I have no... And what happens if the stock goes down? What am I collecting? Nothing. Okay? Oh, no, don't. James, I looked for you in the morning. Are you on TikTok? Not in the mornings, I'm not. Okay? In the mornings, I do live trading. Okay? I have a live trading group in the mornings, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9 a.m. Yeah, and that's a paid service. All right, great job to 90 minutes. Do you think it's a safer return on your money when a company is backed up by the federal government? Not necessarily so. I honestly don't. I don't trust the federal government as far as I can throw them. Okay? I like companies that are consistently profitable. Okay? Do you remember what Ronald Reagan said? The 11 worst words you could possibly hear? I'm from the government. I'm here to help. That was one of the greatest things Ronald Reagan ever said. Was it 9 or 11? 9 words that you don't want to hear. All right, 5 minutes, 1 hour, blah, blah, blah. I missed all these questions. All right. Short GM before earnings. What the heck does that mean? I like GM. Oh, yeah. I see it. Look at that. Look at where she is. General Motors. Yeah, no thanks. Too high for me. But I will look at General Motors in 2 weeks because I like General Motors. They've been around for over 100 years. GM. All right, next on the list. What should I invest in when I turn 18? Hi. I honestly couldn't tell you. If you really want my opinion, send me your number when you turn 18. Don't send me your number now. This is creepy. All right, when you're an adult at 18, send me a number. We'll have a conversation and we'll talk. See what you're looking for. All right, Chris, SOCK, SOCK, SOCK. Never heard of it. Socket Mobile. Yep, that's a no. Ooh, Mr. Boulay wants to take a look at Intel. Okay, Intel, INTC. I love Intel. I do. Okay, when she made this big drop right here, I bought a bunch because I love it when it drops like that because it gives me a new bottom for the year. And you're going to make the most money buying low, selling high. Okay, Mary, SPY? Yeah, no. CSP? Okay, hold on a second. All right, Intel, ready? Let's do this. Okay, we're taking a look at Intel at the moment, INTC. First thing I want to see, here's our high, Here's our low. Here's where we were a year ago. Here's where we are now. And this is the current direction that it's going. Okay, well, let's take a look at the numbers and see how they look. Last traded price, $21.84. We can currently buy it at $21.99. The closest strike price to $21.99, come on, everybody knows that, it's 22. So the 22 at this moment in time is selling for 86 cents a share. That is extremely close to a 4% trade, right? Now, I like a 4% trade, but let's take a look at the chart and see what the chart tells me. A year ago, Intel was at 34.78. All right. Well, its high of the year was in the end of December, and that was 50.87. Okay. She dropped, channeled for a little bit, sideways for a couple of months, dropped again, channeled again, dropped again. Now she's channeling again. I love companies that channel. That means they stay within a certain range. Well, let's zoom in and take a closer look, especially the last 30 days. Okay, last 30 days. Here we go. Oh, it's going to be a no. Sorry. Last 30 days, here's the high, Friday. Here's the low. That's where it was. This is where it is. This is the direction it's going to the upside. But I don't buy at the high. The reason why I don't buy at the high is because the stock has never been at 24 the last 30 days. What makes me think it's going to go to 24 now? Okay, here's your bottom here to 18. So from 18 to 23, that's a $5 increase. Now a $5 increase on an $18 stock, yeah, that's almost 25%. Okay, if you buy a stock 2 weeks ago and it jumps up 25% and you don't take your profits, oh, dude, we've got a conversation we got to have. It ain't a profit until you take it. That's number one. Number two, nobody ever went broke taking profits. Seriously, you don't go broke taking profits. If the profit's there, you take it, say thank you very much, I'll see you again when you do it again. Because what's going to happen? It's going to come down eventually. It's going to find a bottom eventually, and then it's going to go back up again. That's all stocks do. I don't see why people complicate it. They go up, they come down. They go up, they come down. If you like a good stock, well, look at it. I look at them twice a day. Not that I always looked at them twice a day. I usually, years ago, I only looked at them once. That was in the morning. Got called a 10-minute trader for a reason. It means I spent 10 minutes doing my trades. That was it. Less than an hour a week. Okay, an hour a week for a 1% return? Hell yeah. 1% per week, I should say. That's a 50% return for the year. So on a $100,000 account, 50% is 50 grand. For an hour a week for 50 grand? Hell yeah, I'm doing that. All right, so Intel, as much as I like Intel, I'm going to say no, but I am going to put it on my list for 2 weeks from today. INTC, okay. INTC, there we go. All right, next on the list, Dollar General. Cherry wants to take a look at Dollar General. DG, Dollar General. All right, first thing. Uh-oh. I got to stop this and do this again. Save that.
Okay, we're taking a look at Intel
Go there.
back in 2008 when she
Go
was done.
here. Go there. Now we're taking a look at Dollar General. First thing, as always, always, high, low, where was it? Where is it? What direction is it currently flowing? Okay, so the one chart for Dollar General. First thing I always want to see, 5 things. High, low, was, is, direction. High, low, where was it? And what direction is it going? Okay, 5 things I want to see. I want to see what the numbers are telling me. The last traded price is 86.01. Well, I can buy it first thing Monday morning at 86.20. The closest strike price, because remember we're doing covered calls, the closest strike price to 86.20 is going to be the 86. Okay, and the 86 is selling for $1.37. Well, that's $1.17 profit, because you're losing the 20 cents right at the top. So let's not even discuss that. You're losing the 20 cents. Great. but I'm still collecting $1.37, which is a $1.17 profit. $1.17 is more than 1% on an $87 stock. Okay, great. Well, let's get moving. So, a year ago, Dollar General is at 113, tops out at 167.87, and that was the middle of March. Let's take a look at this right here. Okay, Dollar General, $1.25, sorry, $125. Big drop, now she's at 85. So it goes from 125 to 85. 15, 30, 40, that's a $40 decrease. A $40 decrease on a $125 stock. That's 30% drop. A 30% drop going sideways. Here's our bottom right here. Looks like the 5th. Yep. The 5th of September. Okay, and that bottom was 77.96. Okay, here's the bottom, going up, pulled back, went up, now she's pulling back. We got 2 days to the downside. Yeah, sorry, I'm going to say no to Dollar General this week. I want it to find a new bottom. Okay, so if you see where it is here, down, up, down. Let's zoom in a little closer right here. Okay, that might be a little helpful. Okay, got rid of that big one. Okay, here's your 30-day high. Here's your 30-day bottom. Up, down, up. Now she's coming back down again. Okay, so I'm going to put Dollar General for 2 weeks. Dollar General, DG. All right, so I hope you guys are writing these things down so in 2 weeks we can take a look at them. Okay, we're at 10 past 11. So let's keep on going. SOXL, come on, Chris. Have you been listening to anything I said? SOXL is an ETF, number one, okay? Number two, let's wait for the data. Where is it? Where is it? There it is right there. It does have weeklies, okay. However, let's go take a look at and see what kind of rate of return SOXL is giving and what kind of dividends they're actually paying. SOXL. Okay, well, there it is right there. And here's your dividends right there. The maximum amount of dividends. Okay, all the way back to 2010. Okay, so 2010, 0. 2014, 0. So they only actually started paying dividends since 2016. 17, 18, okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it goes from 18 cents to 1. 2, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm going to say no thank you right off the bat. Okay, not 20 years of increased dividends. Remember what I said, Chris, 20 years. This thing only goes back to 2010, and in 2010, they didn't pay anything. They didn't pay anything in 2014 either. So SOXL is going to be a no. Terribly sorry. It is what it is. All right, here we go. All right, so let's go back. Next one on the list. UTZ. Don't they make potato chips and snacks? Okay, it's going to be a no. Okay, the reason why UTZ, it's a monthly. Okay, monthlies just don't work. And I don't know how to express that to you guys any more than they don't work. Okay, they pay once per month. One covered call per month, that's only 12 per year. I do not want to get 12, I want to get 52. Spider, thinking about CSP, on Spider next week. Okay, Mary, I don't like spiders. SPY, several reasons. Reason number one, it's at the high of the year. That's number one. Number two, it's $500 a share. Well, $568 a share. Yeah, it's out of my price range. But worse than that, okay, SPY. Let's take a look at what the dividends look like on the SPY, which is the S&P 500. Okay, let's go all the way back to 2010. Okay, it does go back further, but I'm just going to use 2010 as an example. You ready? 48, 53, 60, 65, 55. That's going backwards. 63, 71, 61, backwards again. 69, 78, 102. From 102, she dropped to 69. That's almost in half. Okay, 84, 98, 83, backwards again. 94, 114, 93, backwards again. 103, 121, 105, backwards again. 133, 103, backwards again. 118, 124, 135, 110, backwards again. Yeah, this thing is up and down, up and down, up and down. No consistency whatsoever. That's number one. No consistency whatsoever. Number two, wait a minute. No, we're on number 4 now. Good jobs. Thank you. All right, so let's take a look. What is the yield? You understand what the yield is. The yield is your rate of return. So if I buy the stock, or if I buy SPY, the spiders, what kind of annual rate of return are they offering? Well, 1.21. How can you possibly, in your right mind, think that 1.2% is a good investment? Okay? I'm going to say hell no. But that's me. What the hell do I know? But if you like the spiders and it works for you, hey, more power to you. Okay, I just don't do it. The numbers just don't work for me. Now, 5 minutes or hour trades. Holy shit. Now, dude, I do one day at a time. I do my trades first thing in the morning, and then I walk away from them. Okay, I'm only on the computer for 10 to 20 minutes a day when I'm trading my own personal accounts. Oh, good for you. I'm just reading some of these things. Mr. Boulay, Fidelity closed out Friday, expiring a minute before the run. I'm not quite sure what that means, but okay. Best time frames. Yep, can't help you out there either, because I look at it one day at a time. I don't sit in front of the computer. Whatever you think I do, I probably don't. I take a look. You know what? Let's do this. We've got 13 minutes left. Let me show you how I take a look. Now, when I say 10-minute trader, seriously, 10 minutes. So, let's get rid of this. All right, and let's go take a look at some decent companies. All right, here we go. Are you ready for this? Seriously. We're going to take a quick look at MasterCard, Verizon, and General Dynamics. Okay, just for the fun of it. Now, you might be thinking, am I going to take a look at the, what do you call it? The fundamentals? Am I going to look at anything like that? No, not at all. Because in order for any stock to make it onto my personal list, well, I've already done that. I've already looked at the fundamentals. I already looked at the consistency in the profits. I've already looked at the weekly options. I already looked at a lot of information. I looked at the book value. I looked at how is the cash flow coming in. I've looked at all that. Okay? Now that it's on my calendar, anytime one of these pops up on my calendar, I don't even bother thinking whether or not it's a good trade, because it is. I will buy any single one of these without a second thought if the numbers work and the charts are telling me the right time to buy. Because a chart tells me whether or not it's the right time to buy. It's actually that simple. So let's take a look at these straight and set a timer, or keep a timer in your mind and see how long it actually takes me to take a look at these. Because I don't pull any punches, I don't pull any bullshit, I just go right to the trade. Okay? If it's on my list, it's a definite yes. It is, it's a definite yes. But is it the right time? Okay? And never a second guess at all on any one of these things that pop up on my list. It's what's next. All right, so let's take a quick look. We're going to take a look at MasterCard, Verizon, and General Dynamics. Watch how quick it is. Okay? First on the list, MasterCard. MA. Oh, let's do this really quick. Okay, we're going to do a couple sample trades, show you how quickly it can be. First one's MasterCard. First thing I want to see with MasterCard. Okay? High, low, where was it, where is it? It's going to be a no, it's too close to the high. Next. It's actually that simple. Next, Verizon. VZ, here we go. Nope. Look at where it is. Too close to the high. No, thank you. We'll take a look at it in a couple of weeks. Next on the list, GD, General Dynamics. GD, General Dynamics. Again, no. Look where it is. Too close to the high. So let's go take a look at a few more. John Deere. DE. John Deere. Hell no. Look at that. Way too close to the high. Fitbit. That's FITBT. That is Fifth Third Bank. FITB. Again, no. 30-day high. Mendeley's, MDLZ. MDLZ. Oh, that one looks interesting. First thing I want to see, high, low, where was it, where is it, what direction is it going? 74.25. The 74s are going for 70. Nope, not enough money. Sorry, doesn't work. USB. USB. No, look at the last 30 days. Okay, up, and it's already started pulling back. No. All right, so I just went through 6 or 7 stocks in less than 2 minutes. Okay, or less than 4 or 5 minutes. If the numbers aren't right, it's a no. If the chart is wrong, it's a no. Okay, so let's take a look at one that is right. We looked at it already. It's Siri, S-I-R-I. First thing I want to see is where's the high, where's the low, where was it, where is it, what direction is it going? Great. Here's the number right here. Last trade, $24.95. The 25s are going for 62. That's well over 1%. Great. Year ago, 40, 46. Here's the high, 57. Last 90 days, here we go. It's the high, here's the low. It's bouncing off of that. Last 30 days, there we go. Bouncing off of that. Nice seasonality chart. What does it look like this time of year? Look at that. She's going to go to the upside. Wonderful. Looks great. Okay, now I want to change this to covered stock. There we go. Get rid of this. Now, I've already said I like it at 25. Here's the 25 right here. Okay, here's the trade. Now I'm going to read it out loud. Buy 10 covered series 100s. Those are the weeklies. 27 September 24. That's next Friday. The $25 call on Siri for 24.39 limit order to open. To open, here's my profit, 610. 24, blah, blah, blah. Let's get the calculator out. 610 is my profit. What is it costing me? 24,396. That gives me a grand total of 2.5% per week. Hell yes, I'm doing that trade 2.5% all day long. That being said, how long did it take me to actually look at all that information? Now you may think that I've been doing it for so long that it's actually easy. Well, no, it's all elementary. It's all simple. So let's take a look at it. Number one, where is Siri? Well, I don't know when they're paying their dividend, but look at the numbers. Let's get out of that. Okay, let's go all the way back. It's really not that difficult to think about it. Siri, okay, they just had a merger. Okay, and whatever happened, they did a reverse split, I think it was. So now they're at $25 a share. Great. Well, here's your high, here's your low, here's where it was, here's where it is, here's the direction it's going. It was going to the downside, it found its bottom, now it's turning around and going back up. That's really not that difficult to figure out. Okay, here's the last 90 days. Last 90 days, she went up, pulled back, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's going up. It's right there. She's going up. Now, is that guaranteed? No, it's not guaranteed at all. Well, your bottom was here, Monday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, to the upside. Is it going to continue going up? Don't know, but it looks like it is. Okay, it looks like it is. So will it? Well, we'll find out. 30-day high was 30 days ago. 30-day bottom was on Monday, which was a week ago. Now she's going to the upside. Great. If I buy it, if I like Siri at this current price, I'm going to buy it first thing Monday for this price. Okay, the closest strike price is right here, and it's paying 62 cents. That is over 1%. That's my main concern. Well, we went through the exercise. We saw the trade. The trade is actually a 2.5% trade for the week. So if I like it, which I do, I can get a 2.5% return for 1 week on Siri. All Siri has to do is just basically stay where it is. If she goes up, great. If she stays the exact same, doesn't move at all, great. She can even come down a little bit and I'm still going to be profitable. I like having the odds and probabilities in my favor. So if 80% of all options expire worthless, I don't want to be a buyer. I want to be an option seller. Okay? If the stock drops, bounces back to the upside, and everything's telling me she's going to go up, well, why not? It just makes sense. And I'm sorry if it's that simple, not logical. Remember, this was created for a 9-year-old. It paint by numbers. You know, A plus B equals C. It's really that simple. Stop making it more complicated than it needs to be. All right, it is almost 11:30. I'm just about done. We're not even close to 200. I always say if we're above 200, I'll stay on longer, but we're not, so I'm out of here. I'm just going to go through the last of these questions and answer them. Hey, James, if you get in before the EX date, but the covered call is executed, how do you get the dividend? You don't. Okay, Club Med Tom, ask yourself a question. And here's the question you need to ask yourself. What is my objective to investing? My objective to invest, you got to answer that question yourself. My objective is a simple, safe, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. Okay? So if I buy the stock on Monday, sell the covered call to someone else to buy it from me at a certain price by a certain date, great, fine, dandy. I made my 1%. That's all I care about. If the stock gets called away and someone else gets a dividend, good for them. I really, honestly don't care. All right? And I don't know how to say that in a manner in which you people understand. I'm not looking for capital appreciation. I'm looking for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. If I get that, great. If it's called away, wonderful. Do I get the dividend? Don't care if I do. If I get it, great. It's not what I'm looking for. I use the dividend to tell me when to buy the stock. Because if you go back to the calendar here, give it a second to reload. Okay? If you take a look at the calendar, all these little green dots. Okay, let me read a few of them to you. Wells Fargo, Citigroup, U.S. Steel, Bank Mellon, Lowe's, Clorox, Ford, Kinder Morgan, PNC Bank, Procter & Gamble, Caterpillar, Hormel, Abbott Labs, AbbVie, Lennar, Cisco, Comcast, Cardinal Health, American Express, MasterCard, Bristol Myers Squibb, General Dynamics, JP Morgan, GIS, General Mills, AT&T, Verizon. I'm almost 100% certain you've heard of every single one of those companies. That's my list. Well, that's part of my list. I got like 7 lists. That's one of them. I will never second guess anything on my list. The only thing keeping me from buying it is, do the numbers work? And is the timing right? Okay? Now, it's October. Let's go to October 24 because they're not always posted. Okay? See, October 24, the ones down here aren't posted yet because it's still 2-3 weeks out. Takes a while. But if it shows up on my list, it is a contender for me. And those are the only ones I look at. You know, just these for this week. Those are the only ones I want to look at. I don't want to look at these, and I don't want to look at those. I'm only looking at these. That's it. Remember the trading strategy. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way my daughter could lose. That's it. All right, so we're past, well, it was at 9:30, 11:30. Let's keep going. What strategy you play mostly on options?
First one's MasterCard. Sure, so here's the challenge. First of all, it had to be simple.
All right. All right. What strategy you play mostly in options? Covered calls. That's it. Do you sell a covered call for after the date? No, not necessarily so. Mesh, how are you doing today? Club Med Tom. Hey, James. If you get in before the EX date, but the covered call is executed, well, okay, you already talked about that one. How about Bull, Bolero? We're already past 11:30. I'm not looking at anything else. Latman, 1% every day works out over. Okay, no. It's 1% every week. Okay? And you'll double your money every 16 and a half months. All right, do you trade for a living? No, I'm retired. I want to do this. Well, DJ23, come back every night. I'm here every single night. Oh, I missed a bunch. Okay. Ron GoDaddy just purchased an auto renewal subscription. Woohoo! Was that with TikTok or was that with Patreon? Because TikTok doesn't really give you a whole bunch of perks. But Patreon, well, you'll get to actually see me trade. All right, hello. Do you also buy puts? I don't buy any options. 86, dude, it's 11:31. We're out of here as soon as I'm done with these questions. Anyway, I appreciate you showing up. Your dedication boggles my mind. Alex, can you give me a brief explanation how dividends works? Oh, simple. Dividend. Okay. A dividend is a portion of the profits the corporation makes that they give to the shareholders. So we, me and you, are shareholders. Once you buy a stock, you become a shareholder. Okay, now there are two different kinds of companies. Company one will take all the profits and put it back into the company for capital growth. If that's what you're looking for, you are in the wrong place. I don't do capital growth. I'm looking for a safe, consistent, predictable weekly cash flow of a 1% rate of return per week. 1% per week is what I'm looking for. Okay, that's cash flow. I'm not looking for capital appreciation. How about MU? I like micro technologies. We're just not going to look at it tonight, maybe tomorrow. What do you think about Bitto? Monthly dividends. Yeah, no, you're wrong. The monthly dividends are not 6 to 10%. Sorry. Milwaukee Tools. Tandy. Yep, it's not on the list. What platform are you using? I'm using Thinkorswim and Robinhood. How much capital do you need to get started? My grandson started out with $50. Moving to YouTube. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm probably going to do a little bit heavier on YouTube in the videos, but at this moment in time, I'm doing what I'm doing. OG Gamer, appreciate that. Thank you. Coach Marvel, me too. Glad you're on here teaching. Appreciate it. Well, I've committed myself to be here until the end of the year. So December 31st, I will reassess what I want to do for the next year. Okay? So as of this day, September 21st, I have only missed 2 days. Every single night, 9 p.m. until 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I am here answering your questions. All right? Now, where was I? So I've only missed 2 days. And I think that's pretty good for 9 months. Missed 2 days in 9 months. 1, I was sick as a dog. 2, I had to take somebody to the emergency room. Not a good thing. All right, anyway, that being said, this is James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks, weekly cash flow, take you along for the ride so you can see how I do it. Simple. I show you everything I do. I show you all my trades. I show you how to do the trades. I don't hide anything. So if you want to join, fine. Join our morning trading group. It's $100 a month, and you too can actually watch live as I actually trade, and I will actually walk you through some of them, but I will not tell you what to buy, and I will not make any recommendations. Okay? I'll take a look, and I'll show you exactly what the numbers are, and I'll show you exactly my interpretation of the chart. You got to do some research yourself. That being said, thank you so much. We'll be back daily. Ann, woohoo! Thank you, Ann. I will see you in Kelman. We'll see you maybe tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow night. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you again tomorrow, tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. You're always a day away. Yoo-hoo, woo-hoo, woo-hoo. Okay.